Who should Auburn hire as their next head coach? Hugh Freeze is off to go play some more golf, so we got to talk about who's going to be the next head coach for Auburn football. So I thought it'd be fun to go through the candidate list and give a grade to some of the top candidates and what I think of that hire if it were to happen. I'll be going off of the Pete Nako's coaching board, and we got to talk about the obvious option with John Summerall from Tulane. Everyone has been saying John Summerall to Auburn, myself included, and I would probably give it an A-. It's not the slam dunk home run hire that like a Lane Kiffin would be, but I do believe that if they were to make this move, it would be the eating your vegetables hire. It's what Auburn needs. They need a guy that's going to build a culture, a sustainable program for years to come, not just a flashy guy that's going to bring in a ton of talent. They need results. And as crazy as it may be, this next candidate is also Jimbo Fisher. D-. I do not believe Jimbo Fisher should be back in the SEC. I don't think he's a sustainable option. I don't think he's a guy that would give you long-term success. I think he's the flashy, the big name, the pedigree of a national championship winning head coach, which college football doesn't have a lot of those, but that can only get you so far. You only make this hire if you're addicted to doing large buyouts at your school. Another option that has been mentioned is James Franklin, and truly it really comes down to, does James Franklin want to coach at this job? It's going to be a high pressure situation, probably more than Penn State because it's in the South, it's in the SEC, and Auburn is desperate for some sort of success. Now, it has been a mess at Auburn. I do feel like a politician type like a James Franklin could do a great job here, and I think it would be a B+. I would argue maybe even an A higher. But I do question how far he could take this Auburn program, maybe even to a national championship level, because I still believe James Franklin could potentially do that. I think the real question for James Franklin is how much time are you going to give him before real expectations are placed on this program? And the last name I'll mention is Kenny Dillingham out of Arizona State. This is the home run hire. I think anybody that is able to pull Kenny Dillingham from Arizona State is getting a slam dunk hire, an A+ grade. I think he brings an excitement to this program paired with the fact that he's a program builder, and I think he's going to establish a real culture at Auburn. If you're able to pull off that type of hire, that's how I know that you're a serious program. I say this all to say I really do want them to hire Jimbo Fisher just because it would be so funny, but I want to hear from you. Who do you think Auburn should hire as their next head coach?